What up YouTube, this is Baba here with a brand new video review, this time of retro action DC superheroes Captain Cold. Let's go with the packaging before we get into the actual figure. The packaging is standard for wave 3. You can see I have the pictures of the figures in the wave, including a sneak peek of what's in the next wave. It says Captain Cold right here, and on the back you can see that the Flash, Captain Cold, Wonder Woman, and the Cheetah. And unlike the Flash packaging, it doesn't say for ages 3 and up here. You have the old Mattel logo along with the new one. And a nice touch is always some dust, onto the packaging, make it look a little worn. So that's pretty cool. That's it for packaging. Next, we have Captain Cold, of course. The figure is quite nice, and it's a very nice representation of Captain Cold. From the episode, I'm trying to think of the name of the episode, but he was in an episode of the Justice League. I don't remember the name, but he was a recurring enemy in the Super Friends cartoon. Now, he comes with a little gun. This is his ice gun, and he can hold it a little loosely, but it's still a nice fit. It can also go into this holster. I'm not going to put it in because it's a little bit tricky to get out, but it does fit in there nicely and very securely. So if you don't want him to hold it, you have this little compartment on his belt. So as you can see, he can hold it. I do wish the this finger was separated here. If you like to customize your figures, you can probably cut that, and then you can have this finger go into the trigger hole. But yeah, he's very nicely detailed. As you can see, the boots have a ice-like pattern here. You can see that he also has the ice pattern here on his arms and right here. Unfortunately, the amount of fabric on this part of his costume hinders the articulation, so you can't get 360 in the shoulder, but you still get your necessary movements. Speaking of the articulation, he has a 360 head, 360 shoulders, but you can't get the 360 shoulders because of the fabric. They go out, bend at the elbow, rotate, and bend at the wrist. He has the kind of useless waist joint. He has the loose hip joints and a knee joint. So you can get some really nice poses. Now, as the first ever Amigo ever made of Captain Cold, it's a definite must-have. I mean, if you're a fan of Amigo, then you're gonna want this guy, because it's the first ever Captain Cold. So I can't stress that enough. Just for that fact, that makes him cool, and he fits perfectly in scale with the Flash. I reviewed this guy on Wednesday. Click somewhere around here for a link to his video review if you haven't seen it yet. But yeah, they are enemies, so it made sense, to give a Flash then a Captain Cold in the same wave. And let me tell you, these guys are perfect. If you like to do like a whole enemy thing, like you have good guys on one side and bad guys on the other side, then you're gonna want these guys because they make for pretty good epic poses. You can get him in a running pose, and he's gonna blast him, but too slow kind of pose. So yeah, they fit very well in scale. And if you are a fan of the Super Friends, then you know that he was in the Legion of Doom. So let's break out Lex Luthor. You can see that they fit very well in scale. Lex Luthor and Captain Cold were recurring enemies in the Super Friends. He was also in an episode of Justice League. I don't know the name of the episode, but I do know that he was. And click somewhere around here for a link to his video review I did a while ago on my channel. So let's get him out of the way. So all in all, this is a great figure. Good amount of articulation, poses you can get pretty good, and I like the detailing in the costume. Now, if you are a fan, obviously, of the Flash or Captain Cold, you're going to want to get this guy. If you're a fan of Amigos in general, you're also going to want this guy. But if you like Justice League or the Super Friends, then you're going to want this guy for a villain, or to set up a whole Legion of Doom kind of shelf. So I highly recommend this guy. This is Bauer signing off for yet another video review. Please click thumbs up, leave a comment if you so desire on some loads you can put on your favorites list, and more importantly, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. So I'll see you tomorrow when I do another video review. See ya.